So when did you start and how long have you been working here?
I started in 1996, so about 23 years I've been working here
Oh, wow.
at the Tenney.
So why do you enjoy this job and what's your favorite part?
I enjoy this job because of the children. I love kids, love working with kids. I love all my colleagues. They're awesome. They're like my family. Miss Simone is awesome. We have some good laughs and just seeing kids every day.
So what accomplishments are you most proud of in your life?
I have to say my children, of course. I have 3 girls. They're all grown up now, but they've all become awesome adults, and I have grandkids that I love, and those are my big accomplishments.
What are some of your hobbies?
I love going to the beach with my family. I play a lot of games. I like to play 45s, a lot of card games, and that's pretty much it, a lot of beach time.
We heard that your father used to work here. Can you tell us a little bit about what he did here?
Sure. Years ago, he was a history teacher, and then he became associate principal, and then principal at the Tenney, because he was in the Methuen schools, but then he became Tenney only, which this was like his family, his second family. He loved it here, and he became principal. They named the auditorium after him, and they also have the award for the 8th graders at the end of the year for the James A. Smith Award.
Thank you so much for letting us be here. Thank you for everything you do at the Tenney, and that's a thank you from all of us here at SOTT.
Well, thank you for having me. I think this is great. You guys are doing an excellent job, and just Tenney rocks. Rock on.
Hi.
When did you start and how long have you been teaching for?
I started in Lawrence at the Leahy School and moved over to the Weatherby School about 25 years ago.
Why did you start this job and what's your favorite part?
I actually started because my mom was a teacher in Lawrence, and she used to always talk about how good it felt to help kids out and stuff, and so she got me a job when I was really young, about 17 or 18, helping out kids in Lawrence, and one thing led to another, and I like psychology, so it led me down the path of not really teaching, but being a guidance counselor, and I love it because you can find kids just like you know, who have lots of potential, who might need a little bit of focus here and there, and you can help guide them to a place where they can improve.
What are you most proud of in life?
There's a lot. You know, my daughter is a wonderful girl. Mr. Shields and I have raised her right. She's a freshman in college this year, so the first thought comes to being a better dad than I thought I might have been. So that's my first. The second part is my job and helping out kids who need it. Being able to. I struggled in school when I was young. I was a little hyperactive. I don't know if you understand what that is, but I think right. But that made it hard in school for me when I was young. And I was constantly being told to sit down, and sometimes that didn't make me feel great. But I understood over time that was just how I was built. And I learned that it's actually a real skill, and it's almost like a power to have all that energy. Now that I'm old, I'm 50, I still have more energy than most. And it's wonderful. So I'm kind of proud that I grew up struggling with that. And now I'm actually in schools helping kids.
What are some of your hobbies you like to do?
Like you, I like sports. I played hockey my whole life from when I was little right through college, and that really helped me with the energy problem, and it also gave me confidence, knowing that because school might have been difficult for me to settle down, but bringing all that fast-moving energy really helped me in hockey, and it reminded me that, you know, you don't have to be great at everything. If you're good at a few things, you can build your confidence from there. And I take that into my guidance counseling, and just I work real close with kids to help them search for that thing that they're really good at, like wrestling.
Thanks for letting us have a little sneak peek into your life. And before we go, would you like to share anything that with the viewers that they might not know about you?
Sure. I think it's a great idea what you guys are doing, and I think it helps bring the Tenney community together when we get to know each other a little bit. And maybe one of the last things is that because our daughter has gone away to college now, Mrs. Shields, who you might know, who's a kindergarten teacher here, Mrs. Shields went out and we picked up a puppy. He's a Labradoodle. He's a cute little guy. You see him?
Oh, he's cute.
Right? But we're working on our transition later on into life, and kind of living without our daughter as much. But here he is.
Thank you, Mr. Shields. You're really fun. You're really cool. Thanks for being part of the Tenney staff. I remember one time we played football with you at extra recess, and it was really fun. Thank you for being part of the Tenney staff.
Mr. Shields is a really great guy. He's really down to earth. I remember this one time I was really upset after watching a 9/11 video, and I wasn't really able to talk to anyone except him. He was really open, and he knew how I was feeling and where I was coming from, and he's really great.
I am thankful for Mrs. Borrelli because she's amazing. She runs the school well, good office person, And a cool story, one time I was late by a couple minutes, but she let me go into the class, no tardy passes, no nothing. I'm thankful for that.
Miss Borrelli is really sweet and she's very patient with me. I remember once I had to go around the school and collect money to get people who were retiring flowers, and I think I asked her a million questions and she always answered them, and she was really nice.